Hey guys, Seth here. Welcome back to the Great Scandinavian War. We're in episode 7, and we are immediately jumping into a sector of Bergen. This thing has a lot of special forces that are being dropped in, both the 612 and the 750. They have an anti-air company, they have another tank regiment, and unlike previous, there is not likely to be an easy opening to capture all of the sectors, and as such, just immediately delete all these battle groups. So I'm going to have to fight it out the manual way. Now what I'm looking at is a whole bunch of logistics. I'm not going to go into that. Iglas infantry of various infantry types. We have AA, VDV-90, Spetsnaz, and more VDV-90 in a different transport. This is 24 Delta, this is 24 Alpha. A whole lot of support. Tunguskas, Osas, Buratinos, and other various AA types. And finally, 136 tanks. Now 24 T-80UMs is not something I'm likely to be able to survive. T-72BUs, similar problem. T-62 MVs are slightly inferior. Same goes for the AMVs, but then there's the T-72B. These also pose quite a threat. As for reconnaissance units, plenty of choice for them. 18 Mi-24Ks. Normally you're happy if you get 2 or 3 in a battle group, but these guys get 18. 24 BMPTs, a whole lot of HEGM capable helicopters in the Mi-24P or VP variant, and a couple of different aircraft. 29S as bombers, 29M as cluster bombers, and SU-25s as general ground attack aircraft. Now fortunately I have a lot of stuff in here as well, but they are definitely more valuable, that total force value composition, than I am. I'm at 30,100, they're at 48,700. Now I was hoping that they wouldn't have too much cohesion, but they come in with 13. Which means that if they just want to, they will field a ton of helicopters. They start out with 1,650 command points. I have slightly more, but then again I have more terrain to defend. What I'm going to try is to defend a couple of towns and plant a bunch of HEGM and AA units in there. Unfortunately, I don't have too many HEGMs. I'm especially considering looking into Alpha, as in I need to defend that place. That's not going to be easy, because I'm expecting a, well, pretty murderous wave of helicopters to come out of this one. I do have quite a few AA weapon systems. I have the IT PSV Marksman's ITO 96. Well, they only carry 4 missiles, could be handy because they do 9 HE, which should splash quite a few. The ITO 90 outrange any AA platforms, or no, not AA platforms, outrange any anti-tank that they have. Sargai, LVKV 90, they are at the same range as the HEGMs. RBS 70s, which are more of an ambush unit. And then in the infantry I have the LRECT, the RBS 90s. These guys are pretty good, but again, it's going to be quite hard to use them. And I want to try and focus my air power on them. I have somewhere in this lineup, I believe, seed aircraft. Update, I do not have seed aircraft. Wherever did those go? Okay, well that's going to make it more interesting. Because without seed, it's going to be an easy fight for them in shooting down my planes. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Now I want to try and get a reconnaissance team around the side here. I'm going to try and get a couple of these guys to be dropped off very quickly. Let's in fact use helicopters and not the XA-185s. As for defending, I would prefer bottlenecks, but that is going to be a hard sell on this map. I can let them have these sectors, because they're not actually strategically valuable to me. So that would mean that these 4 are the ones that I need to defend. CV there. That means I can remove this one and place it elsewhere. Stavanger maybe. Bravo has almost no cover with the exception of this forest. Let's have a couple of tanks in there. Again, I'm not really expecting these tanks to be able to hold off too much, but you never know. They might surprise, and they might not even come down this road. Ito 90... no, where are they? Ito 90. Spread these out a little. And I want a couple of cargoes in here. I do have to capture it. Much as I hate it, I do have to capture it. I'm going to need the income. Now this sector is even harder to defend. Because if they spawn in Alpha, there is going to be a lot of helicopters coming down this way. Let's go with a Jet Ranger, see what they're doing. And I want more Ito 90s. Where are they? Here. Stick to the roads. As for this particular area, look, this is their main sector. If they neutralize this one, they will not be able to bring in anything new. But neutralizing it is the trick here. That's going to be very difficult to do. At least if they go by any sort of defense like they did last time, it won't be too hard. But if they decide to throw a ton of helicopters at me, that turns into a whole different story. Marksman. Yeah. It's a bit of an unconventional setup. Mostly, I'm doing that because I want to first see where they are and where they're going. There, unload, there, land. Am I 24 spotted? That's 25 points. That means that the infantry inside immediately got killed off. Okay. First blood, I suppose. Hold fire. Now let's start to bring in a couple of AT guys. I want those over there. I also want reconnaissance over here. Fuck me, what is that? That is trouble. These might be Tunguskas. Yep. Oh, you better run and hide, son. Or there's not going to be a Volkskomjäger left. Now, I could mobilize a ton of forces. The challenge is going to be to get those forces to work in a concerted effort. Otherwise, I'm just going to get overwhelmed everywhere. Short range anti-tanks are going to go here and here. You're going to get a couple of, where are they, RBS 90s to go with you. And again, I want a reconnaissance unit here. Over on the left, Volkskomjäger deployed. Is that T-62? It's not quite what I was expecting. Let's get Spider over there. Let's see if the MLUs are in a mood to actually hit something today, because previously, let's just say that wasn't quite the case. Previously they were inaccurate as full hell. Except that the MLUs are going to actually perform today. Missiles out. Got one tank. Yep, there's definitely a bunch of AA firing back at me. Origin, I'd say over there. Okay, so we can see these guys, we just cannot fire at them yet. Your anti-ground range is about 2600. Relocate. This town. Fast. Let's get another airplane in. Just gonna try and snipe a couple tanks. Ah, Tunguska. Do I have any rocket pod planes, I wonder? Okay, there goes the recon. No, I do not. Okay, we're just gonna have to make do without rocket pod planes. There's another one. This is gonna take a while. Is that the Tunguska that I just saw? Is he relocating? If he is, I might be able to snipe him, as long as he's being spotted by the Falskirm. Go. This is one of those slightly older Tunguskas. Oh fuck, they got two of them. One might be survivable. Two is pushing your luck. That is, if your plane is even in a mood at all to go on the offensive. Come on, dude. Playtime's over. There you go. Alright, you got the right idea. Now we have some eyes. Uh-oh. Class? T-62. Line of sight's now a problem. Turbine failure. I'm gonna lose that jet. Got a bit distracted here. Should have macroed it better. Oh, it's UMs. Somehow these missiles don't seem too accurate today. Alright, the T-72 M1 mods are standing by. Is that tank dead? A T-80? Because I really don't believe so. Fall back. Keep killing a couple of 60-point units here. They just completely outrange me. Not even too sure what the fuck that was. These missiles jumping all over the place. Got one. At this point, they're starting to send over some additional helos. Well, there's plenty more where that came from. Ah, there you were. What do we have here? Oh, my reconnaissance tank is doing work. Interesting. I didn't actually think they had that much anti-tank capability. So that's nice. These are spikes. Can you use the spike? More T-62s coming in. There's the Tunguska as well. Oh fuck. They're gonna find them. Fall back. Need a bit more AA here. You gentlemen fall back. Ranikos are gonna take up the slack. We're gonna get a resupply unit in here. Come on, gentlemen, whack that tank. It's time for you to get a couple of reinforcements here. We still have some helos or MI-24 supplying additional fire support onto my tanks. What else do we have? What can we see? BMPTs. Veer off. Drop off these gentlemen. So far the Falskirm survived. Missed. Looks like they need a bit more AA support over here. I-296 should do the trick. Here come the tanks and the BMPT. Alright, Let's send the MLUs in again. Get a couple of Block 5s ready. Cargo trucks are done. Sorry, not quite where I want you to be yet. Get out. That was close enough. Report. Taking artillery fire. Also, I'm getting overwhelmed here. Get the Edix out of here right now. Range 2600. That means that if they're in the structure, they should be in range. I could really use a couple of high-end HGMs here in a hurry. You and you drop right on top of those T-62s. There. Come on. That could get us 8 kills. Unless they start moving like that. Guska. Missed. Had a couple of helicopters standing by here. Gonna send those in, fall back. Don't have the points. This line's not going to hold. Well, you guys wanted me to do a war. Here's a war. A big one, at that. What other aircraft do I have? Let's go for their... Ah! The whole place is crawling with Mi-24 Victors. Which means I cannot actually fly in any jets without having a very good chance of getting them shot down. I want the marksman on the attack, I want the I-219 on the attack. This is that group of tanks. Fuck me. Hold. Send some more infantry up here. Cluster bombs. Missed. Got 1 kill. Just need to hold them off a little longer. I'm going through points pretty quick. That's another helicopter down. That's another jet dead. But one of mine this time. You guys regroup. These are out. We have 700 points to go through. Fall the anti-tank or the anti-air groups back. We get a couple of Perret in here, insofar as they're still going to be required. 85 point kills there. You should be able to take care of that helicopter. What else can I kill? Hold. Holy crap, what's all that? More T-62s, I think. Hold. Those helicopters with their rocket pods are really messing up my forces. Where are the... There. 90% of points. Tanks are still doing some work here. Oh, I captured a Ural. Works for me. Come out a bit more damage. Just kill off as many of these helos as you can. 45 points. Still need 109. I lost 2,000 points of forces. They lost about 4,000. Come on. 59 points and we got it. 55, we need 4 points. Kill the VDV. There we go, we got him. Whew. Okay, so we got a major victory out of that one. But that did not come cheap. They lost a Ural. They lost a bunch of infantry, 2 Tunguskas, 25 tanks. They still have 111 left. 8 BMPTs, only 3 helos. The rest of the helicopters must have been the VDV. Jesus. What did I lose? A bunch of tanks. Yeah, only 3 though. I thought that was worse. Volkskomjäger, MLU, transports, resupply units, Ranikos. Yeah. It's gonna take a couple of rounds. And then Alesund. I'm beginning to figure out where exactly my seed aircraft went. There. The puffs are over here. Okay, so right now the AI doesn't have too many map positions. They only have Chonchon. They have 6 cohesion. I need to dash forward from Delta right into Ongjin and neutralize that. Just capture it and hold on to it. Bring in additional units. Secure that bridge and that one. And potentially this one over here. Make sure they don't get any units any closer. Now what we're looking at is 113 units of infantry, mostly BMP-3s, support units, a bunch of tanks, recon, mostly vehicles, 93 planes, although I have yet to see one, and a whole lot of naval units, which they cannot call in. But I don't think anybody told the AI that, which means that they probably somehow will deploy a naval unit. How? No idea. Okay. Let's capture some areas. Delta, you're going to rush down that road to Moldea Tulga. I have a command, actually switch those around, APC over there, command infantry here. The battle group that I have over here is starting to get a bit worn down. I still have plenty of infantry, but the amount of tanks that I have is starting to dwindle. Plan. Capture, deploy defenses. So that's going to be this building right here, and these buildings over here. Those can cover this bridge, or these 2 bridges actually. Okay, I want the leopards on point again. 4 of them. You're going to get your own recon vehicle. They, as far as I know, do not have any helicopters. Emphasis, as far as I know. How about deploying a Marine Jaeger or 2? We don't have any actual airborne infantry. Last time around I tried airlifting some infantry and that sort of worked. Let's go with an Avia. Oh right, all of my recon helos got killed off last time. That's going to make this mission a bit more difficult. Alright, off you go. Drop off, move over there, drop off. Drop off. You guys over there. You over here. I want 1 bell with the recon there. I want 1 of them over here. And the 3rd one, I'd prefer them somewhere in the woods. Okay. They do not have a lot of sectors, but they do have quite a bit of cohesion. In fact, they have more cohesion than I do, but I have more sectors than they do. So I'm going to have to try and capitalize on that part. Alright, sector secured. Let's deploy a Gewehrman over there, and at least 1 here. And a reconnaissance unit at that. Too expensive. You know what? Sending an infantry here right now is key. Fuck. There goes the Marine Jaeger. Oses. Strelas. Not Oses. Port. Ah, the Marine Jaeger died. Yeah, of course. They crashed. You guys to move over here. Okay. I stand corrected. They have AA. How did I overlook that bit? CV-93s can take a fair beating, but not too much. We still have some rocket pod planes somewhere. We're starting to run a little low on those, though. Time to fire back at them. Drop off right now. They're already here. Okay, that's the infantry killed. Looks like we got both of the AA units, judging by the amount of damage that they took. Now, we're gonna have to comb these woods and try to get everyone who managed to sneak into my base out. That's gonna take a bit of time. What would this be? That would be dead soon. Let's hope the Avia has enough time to lock on and drop. Yep, it does. And with this sector under my control, I can easily call in aircraft from 2 different directions. Let's see what that kills. Nothing. How did that not kill anything, though? Two more Avias. It's not flat the first time, you just bomb it again. And I still didn't kill anything? The hell? So what sort of unit was that? Alright, position secure. BMPTs, Sturms. Need to call in the aircraft and wait for the Marine Jaeger to get a spot. Come on, boys. Sturms are going to be passing on, I suppose you could call it a dark zone, because the tree line is working both ways at the moment. Get another reconnaissance unit in here. Oh. What are you planning? Ceasefire on all weapons. Don't want to give the position away. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to catch these guys before they manage to disappear. Assume not. Send in the Avia. Alright. So these bridges are now secure. Ish. That should keep them at bay for a while. What's this? More Stormer. Oh, hello. It's nice of you to just send one of those forward. Hold off. More air power. Fighting Falcon. Did we get it? Yeah, he's dead. Is that the right place to kill 4 Storms? 2. Good start. There's one part I overlooked. That would be the defense of my main spawn. I'd go for the Storms. And I think we had those terribly... Or those in the other battle group. Okay, well, we're gonna have to fall these back and wait for the actual defensive units to come in. There's a BTR-80 there. BRDM-3 there. Oh fuck, I'm calling in the wrong aircraft. My bad. Sending in fighters to go on gun runs. That's terrible. That's one. That's another one. Something infantry-like wasn't there. I think it was Gornos. They still don't seem to be too concerned with capturing additional territory. I don't mind. Last minute relocation. Yeah, we should be able to get those. Here they come. Right fucking close. Oh fuck. An autocannon up close is just absolutely deadly to a leopard. Come on. Fuck me. That was sloppy. Need to stun the damn thing. Sure, start murdering helos, why don't you? Come the fuck on. Please? Jesus Christ, they won't drop. Alright, let's assemble a small fighting force and start to push on this end. See if we can get a little closer to Lofsdalen and neutralize their command vehicle there. First though, I'm going to have to find that BMPT that was on the loose. And without a reconnaissance helicopter, that's going to be a little bit more work. There. That's him. Come on, find it and knock it down. Now I do have artillery. It's not terribly... Actually, it is quite accurate. I had the other ones in mind. There's the BMPT. Elite and everything. And out of fuel. Alright. Move the other way. Drop off the Marine Jaeger there. Send these tanks forward with their own reconnaissance unit. And because I'm not too sure whether they're still going to be able to deploy helos, I'm going to give them a small helicopter escort. Or anti-helicopter escort. You, and you. Move up. Leopard, move up. We'll have a command unit in there. Like it or not, I want these battle groups gone out of this sector. So I want to try and capture Echo, I want to try and capture Foxtrot and Lofsdalen and just destroy everything. Because trust me, the AI has plenty of battle groups. They don't need any assistance in trying to get everything that they have thrown at me. So if I can do something that can slow them down by destroying a bunch of battle groups here, I will do so. Whether it makes for interesting gameplay or not. Okay, looks like the leopards are up to something. You're gonna go for that. And this is exactly what I was worried about. More helos. Coming in fast as well. People keep telling me I need to click them. I still disagree. Leopards are taking fire from the T-62s now. Got him. I need to stun these tanks. Not quite. Bloody hell, that's all of my leopards gone there. Jesus Christ, I don't even have any additional leopards. Alright, captured. Sent me an APC here. Let's drop on top of those. That is Conqueror's infantry, or rather was Conqueror's infantry. Rocket pods on target. Let's get these things bombed. I know HE generally doesn't do that much, but I'll take anything that I can get at the moment. Increase defenses here. Oh, you got him. Nice. You to go for the B tier 90s. You to regroup closer. Capturing this is going to be tricky. That's another one dead. He's going to need another bombing. Not rocket pods, an actual bombing run. Anything else just won't kill him. Contacts there. B tier 90s. I thought I did have a reconnaissance unit. Ah, there you are. More sky is coming out of that. Alright, listen up. I want you over here, and I want you back in your vehicle. I want you to get a little closer. I want you to move here. This particular track is going to be the most dangerous. Escort them with infantry. Bomb that. That's a wannabe AA gun. He shouldn't be too much of a problem. ZPTU-4. Like that. I wonder if the Avia can deliver enough damage. It should. If it hits. That's another one. Fox secured. There's the command unit. Yeah, of course you do. Avia over there. Leopard over here. These guys to move up. That should cost them another tank. There, 60 points. You guys are coming awfully close. Yeah, they didn't really get the message. I hope your ghillie suit's up to snuff, otherwise you're about to find out. Boom. One down. Come on. We don't have time for this. Ah, he's running off. Ooh. Oh, they found it. Oh, fuck. Command unit off to the side. Where did all of these vehicles come from all of a sudden? Like they just decided to deploy absolutely everything. For some reason or another. Lose that command infantry. Jesus Christ. The AI is really fighting back. I suppose the term danger close is not quite going to cut it in this case. I'm gonna have to bomb them anyway. Well, I got them, but they got me. Leopards are being engaged from two different flanks. Echo secure. What do we still have left? A couple of tanks. More AT units. These are all cluster munitions, unfortunately. Ah! Time to fight back against their command vehicles. Alright, let's do a random shelling over there. Leopards, fall back if you can. Yep, that's the end of the leopards. Jesus. Are those AT units? By any chance? Strength in too many numbers. What the fuck are these? Tanks. And that's what we call a Bertino. Holy crap. Bomb it. That did cause some damage, but not sufficient. Alright, the Fighting Falcons are dropping, the Avia is dropping. I hope to get a couple of damaging hits in on them. Them being the Bertinos in this case. That's a 40.1. That is not a Bertino. Jesus. I guess they really don't want me here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. BRDM rushing away. I already lost 1200 points in this fight. You're out of fuel? Okay, I suppose that could happen. It's quite unusual. Because leopards can go pretty far. 600. God, we're gonna have these guys get eaten alive at short range again. That Avia better speed things up. A piece. That should help them along. 30 points. Oh, what happened? They retreated? Oh, it was a draw. We had a timeout. 2700 points in kills. Still no battle groups destroyed. Losses 1230. I am losing a lot of leopards. I only have 5 tanks left. I'd really appreciate reinforcements. Oh, and we got Uppsala coming up as well. No pun intended. 172 units of infantry. Jesus. 74 tanks. All of which are really good. Formosa, helicopters, and 100 planes. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not going to do this one right now. I know I'm going back to the 45/40 minutes of videos, and that's intentional. I just want to have full focus on these battles. And those 1 hour fights that were half-hour to 40-minute fights that were going on with the other mod, those are pretty much the explanation of why exactly I was making those longer videos. These ones are back to 20 minutes per fight, which means I want to intensely focus on 2 fights per episode and not 3. So this one's going to have to be done next episode. For now, let me know what your feedback is on that battle. I really fucked up the one with the leopards, the one that we just did. So there's room for improvement, let's say. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode.